Alright guys, I promised to do this, so I am doing it. We just saw the Season 7 premiere of AMC's The Walking Dead. And of course we got to witness the infamous Lucille scene with Negan bashing the brains out of Glenn and Abraham. Alright, so my thought regarding this is that the producers, the creative team behind the story of The Walking Dead, they can do absolutely whatever they want to do. It's their story. But I also noticed, and I can't help but bring this in, that a lot of Asian American folks are voting the Democrat ticket. They are voting the liberal ticket, under the mistaken notion that liberals care about all minorities and that liberals care about Asian Americans in particular. And nothing could be further from the truth. And you just basically witnessed this in terms of The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead, like every other show, is racist against minorities and racist against Asian people. See, the liberal Hollywood has this image that they are so wonderful and they're so inclusive. No, they're not inclusive, and you know that because there are virtually no Asian American actors. You see, at least African American actors, they have pretty substantial representation in Hollywood. Now, with the exception, again, of shows like The Walking Dead, you see Steven Yeun playing Glenn, but without him, what other Asian actors are there on television? I can't really think of any. At least I can't think of any Asian American actor on television that is portrayed not as a buffoon, but as a regular, normal person, or, God forbid, a hero. So liberal Hollywood treats Asian Americans and pretty much most minorities as buffoons. And yet here you are, the Asian American voter, you're going to actually vote for Hillary Clinton and you're going to vote this liberal machine into office. I don't think so. I think that if you're Asian American and you vote the liberal ticket, especially in this election, you are actually the Uncle Tom. You are actually the one betraying your own people. Because basically the conservative ticket is this: we want government out. We don't want Big Brother watching over everything. We want to be judged based on, not on our skin color, based purely on our meritocracy. But you see in Hollywood the depiction of Asian Americans, we're either buffoons or, in the case of The Walking Dead, we are singled out for brutal treatment. And there's this notion that Asian American characters are being punished for going astray. In my view, I view the beating death of Glenn as him going astray from the liberal agenda. You know, he was in an interracial relationship. He was not the buffoon. He was actually a very useful character, a character of profound personality dynamics. We got to know Glenn. And that's a big no-no. That doesn't fit into liberal Hollywood's stereotype of the Asian person as being a buffoon, or the minority character as a buffoon. So he must be punished. The character must be punished. That's the way actually I view the liberal Hollywood's agenda. I believe liberal Hollywood to be one of the most racist institutions ever. The idea that Asian Americans have to be punished because they're too smart on their SATs, that did not come from conservative principles. That came from liberal principles. And the whole idea that Japanese Americans in particular had to be interned during World War II, that was not an idea that came from the Republicans. It actually came from the Democrats. And the whole idea of racism and slavery, again, these are ideas that came from the Democrats, not the Republicans. In fact, the Republicans freed the slaves. So you see example time and time again of the conservative agenda actually supporting minorities, actually being a champion of equality of all races. Not so with the Democrats. See, the Democrats and the liberals, they portray this slick image that they are tolerant and that they are for equality when nothing is further from the truth. AMC's The Walking Dead, it's a cop-out. They claim to be this avant-garde show, that they're setting new trends. No, it's the same old boring stereotypes. In fact, in this case, it's the same old boring racist stereotypes that are being constantly perpetuated by the liberal media, yet the liberals are given credit for being progressive.